Hi, this is Stephen from Designfusion. We're looking at the NX feature template for standardizing features and speeding up your design. So here we have a blow mold sample part. And if you've watched our previous blog posts, you know we've talked about parting lines. So I'm showing the yellow isocline here, which jogs up and down. And if you've reviewed our other videos, you know that we've used B-spline curves and other functions and features to smooth out these parting lines. So that's what we've done here. We've built a runoff that's flat. And by flat, I just mean a typical flat seal-off. This doesn't have any pinch shown yet, and that's what we're going to show in a minute with the feature templates. But here you can just see our basic open-shut seal-offs. But as you know, with blow molds, sometimes you need areas that have a pinch, or in this case, multi-pinch areas to control the material closure and expand the rest. So I'm just showing the two halves here that we split with that parting line. And now I'm going to go into the feature library, nxfeatures. We use the feature author to create a user feature that contains all the information needed to create the pinch automatically. So I'm going to insert this into the design here. You can see you get a preview on the right of how that feature was originally built. So I've got a flat straight line with the pinch feature, multi-pinch shown. On the left here we have all the parameters that are used to set up the different pinch heights and land lengths. At the top here, it's showing you what information it's requesting. And so some of these are going to get filled in automatically once we start defining this. So I'm just showing these for visualization purposes. And then this section here, you can provide your user with some information about where the parameters apply on the part feature that you're using. So I'll close this up. And so we're going to define the curve that we're going to use. So I have some composite curves already set up here as a sample pinch. And so we're going to go in and select that, and we'll do it as a single selection because it's a composite curve. And we grab that curve, and you can see it fills in the rest of the related dependent features. So I can just close these up for now because we're not interested in those. But I do have to define the z-axis here because that's what's controlling my flat orientation of the sketch. So in this case, I'll just preview, and it's on the wrong side of the curve, so I can just switch that here to different orientation. And we could do this with checkboxes and things, but so there's the control, there's the pinch it's going to make. I can apply that. Now it's ready to select the next one. And so same thing, we've got the dependent features it wants, and we supply the curve. So that's a flat pinch area, but just to show you how the feature author can accommodate various shapes here, we're going to select another composite curve which has various z heights. Again, we select the z-axis, and down here, what we also can do is set parameters based on material types. And you can see how it grays out the options to the user. So if the user knows a certain material type and you have standards for that, you can set the standards so they can't be changed here. And so we preview that one. That one's a correct orientation. You can see it doesn't quite break out of the parting line we developed. And we could switch that around on our parting line, or here I can just increase the finger gap at the end of the pinch, and we get our pinch there. So you can see how the sketch and the sweep orient around and follow that structure. So with this flat one here, we can use a quick synchronous tool to bring this pinch out to the edge of the block. So I'll just replace a face here. And then what we can do here is subtract it from the two halves of this blow mold, so we can get a proper representation of the air gap that the pinch creates there. And then we'll cut a section using Control H, which is the hotkey for clipping sections here. You can see the pinch that we've created there. So small gap, and maybe it's multi-layer comparison. So we've got the multi-layer pinch there. And just to show the curves, we can turn those curves on in the section. And so once you have that, you can go back to the feature. You see it's a single feature for each pinch that I've created. And we could change the parameters in here, or we just say edit, and it brings up the dialog again, and this is where we can change the values. So if I run through and change some of these, we can get a preview of what that's going to look like. So just changing the land, pinch 1, pinch 2 area, We do have the angles at the bottom as well. If you don't want 45 degrees for your pinch, you can change the angle. We say OK, and that's regenerated with the longer pinch land. So we can turn off this upper block here just so you can see the subtraction of the pinch that we've created in the block itself. So as you can see, Feature Template Author allows you to create a single feature in your part history that can accommodate various scenarios, provide dialog access to certain variables, as well as capturing your company's knowledge and presenting it to the user as options. If you'd like to learn more about how to use Feature Template Author, please reach out to Designfusion. We can guide you on the best practices and best methods in using this functionality. So thanks for watching. Please stay tuned for more blog videos like this, and also review our previous ones where you can find more useful tips.